Joining me for episode 8 of Striking from Home is an 11-time PBA regional titleist, a member of the Philadelphia Hitmen, as well as a 2-time PBA Southwest Player of the Year, Shawn Maldonado. How's it going, Shawn?
Hey, how's it going, man? It's going good. I appreciate you for having me.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. The first part that we've got here, I have some Q&A lined up for you, so we can kind of jump into that. So, what's the most interesting or exciting thing that you've done since the whole shutdown began?
Um, as far as going out somewhere, probably the PBA Derby show that I did. Got a call from the I got a call from somebody saying that I made the show, so kind of got prepared as much as I could because bowling centers weren't really open at that time, and if they were, I mean, they were either really far from me, and I just really couldn't get much going. So I practiced a little bit when I got up there, um, but that's probably the most exciting thing. As far as at home, just being home with my kids, it's exciting every day because you don't know what's going to happen in this house, and the kids are kind of crazy.
Awesome. Yeah. Speaking of that show, the PBA Strike Derby that you were part of, in episode 4, I had a guest, Tom Doherty, and he said that you had stayed with them for that weekend. So how was
Yeah,
that?
I traveled with him. We normally roommates on tour, and we always have a lot of fun. So it's good to see him again. Good to hang out with him again. Went to one of his leagues and subbed for him. Actually, that helped me get some games in.
There you go.
I wasn't bowling at all, and man, believe it or not, after like 3 games, I was already just exhausted. I'm like, how am I gonna do this derby? I mean, I'm not gonna have no energy, no gas, or anything to kind of keep going. But yeah, it was fun to see him, and then we drove a couple hours to Jupiter to get ready for the show, and it was good to see him.
Yeah, there you go. So let's kind of transition to talking about the PBA League because that's a lot of what this series is about. So I'd
Mhm.
love to know what are your thoughts on the this year's Philadelphia Hitmen that you're part of?
Man, I'm excited. I think we got a pretty good team. A lot of people are underestimating us, but we're all a group of guys that can throw strikes when needed. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy about the team. I'm happy just going because it's always really, really fun. But
Yes.
just to be a part of it in general, it's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. And how does it feel to be a part of the Hitmen for, several years in a row now?
This is actually my second. It will be my second year. My first year, I actually got injured like 2 days
I do remember that. That
uh,
was rough.
before the show, so I had to pull out, and Jake Peters took over for me. And it's my second year with the Philly. So just being able, hopefully, I can stay away from the football field and not get injured, and be able to throw some balls for them this time.
Heck yeah, I think you guys are going to do great. I'm really excited to see the league as well. And,
Mhm.
and we got the announcement of 2 new women's teams that are joining it as well, the Miami Waves and Phoenix Fury. So how do you feel about those women's teams joining the
And
PBA
that's
league this
actually
year?
been talked about for a while between us guys. We'd be like, man, it'd be pretty cool if there was some women teams, and next thing you know, here it is, some 2 women teams, really good women that can bowl, and I'm excited. Hopefully, they knock out some of the guy teams, but not us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know we've seen women like Kelly Kulik and Danielle McEwen participate in the league before, and so I think it's really awesome to see that we have now 2 full women's teams. Does it make you kind of nervous seeing that they are the top 10 on the PWBA tour?
uh, not nervous. More so, just excited. Just the fact that they're able to compete with us. I mean, it's uh, I just feel sometimes we should mix in any kind of bowlers to come bowl with us. So I'm excited for them. I'm actually very happy for them.
Absolutely. So for the coming future, for the next several months or weeks, do you have any tournaments that are planned for you to do?
Kind of been laying low. Haven't really been bowling much. I might have threw a couple games here and there, but other than like really putting in some time, I haven't really been doing much with everything going on. Just been home with the family, spending as much time with them as I can before we get started back. Because once we get started back, it's going to be, I'm pretty sure, a lot of tournaments back to back to back going on.
Yeah, I can
And
imagine.
So, but from here on out, I'm definitely going to start practicing some more. PBA League coming up, and there are some couple regionals coming up that I'm going to bowl. Try to get warmed up with. So use those as practice, and maybe hopefully win one while I'm trying to. That would be pretty good. But other
Yeah.
than, I mean, just a lot of practice.
Absolutely. And you do reside down in the Houston, Texas area. Of course, I wore
Hmm.
my Texas jersey for this
Yeah,
today.
man. Like it.
Thank you. But so how are things going down in the Houston area? Are bowling alleys open right now?
Yeah, bowling centers are open. You have to wear your mask when you're, you know, walking throughout the bowling center. When you're bowling, I think some of them, uh, require you to still have them on, and some of them just you go ahead and take them off while you're bowling. But if you're eating or drinking or whatever the case may be, you can go ahead and pull it down, and do what you need to do. So I do a couple coaching. I do some coaching down here for my local kids or seniors or league bowlers, and I help them out, just kind of sharing some knowledge a little bit with them. So I'm doing more of that than anything than bowling. But I kind of feel like that helps me out mentally because I'm trying to help them out, and then at the same time I can kind of keep telling myself that when I'm practicing.
Absolutely. And so, now that you mentioned that you are into coaching, is there a way that people maybe in your area or a close by area can reach out to you and contact you to be their coach?
I don't per se like coach, like come out while I'm bowling while they're bowling league or anything. But
Well, yeah.
as far as like we'll set up like schedules like for lessons or whatever for an hour lesson or something like that. We'll do it weekly, or you will set up something for the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks or however long they want to use me for. But other than that, I mean, um, that's normally the way we go.
Okay. All
Hmm.
right. So for the next segment, I have some Philadelphia Hitman related trivia questions for you. So I've got a little mini game planned here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you. So I'm gonna ask you five multiple choice questions. So you'll have multiple choice answers with each question. And if you answer correctly, you get 1 point, and if you don't, you get 0 points. So are you ready?
Yep. We'll see how this goes.
All right. I will admit the first three are pretty tough, probably some of the hardest that we've had on the show yet.
Oh,
But the
cool.
last two
That's perfect. Perfect for me.
I tried to tame it down the last two. We'll see. All
Uh,
right, so the number one, the infamous Liberty Bell, located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is cracked down one side. What year did the Liberty Bell crack? Is it A, 1779, B, 1776, C, 1801, or D, 1846?
I'm gonna go with B.
It is not B. That is incorrect. It is D, 1846. I knew
18.
1776 throws people off.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad you gave me some choice answers because I was just gonna guess like 1950,
Yes.
which is pretty bad probably, but I had no idea what you're talking about, so I guess.
Yes, I definitely learned after Josh Blanchard really tanked at the Motown Music
Mhm.
trivia that I needed some multiple choice. So decided to edit it a little bit, make it a little easier for the guests for sure.
I was still hard, but yeah.
Yes, I know. What is the official nickname of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? Is it A, the City of Dreams, B, the City of Brotherly Love? Is it C, the Liberty City, or D, the Steel City?
Um, I'm gonna go with C.
It was not Liberty City. It was B, the City of Brotherly Love.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God, there's no way. There's no way. I'm not good with these trivia's, but there's
It's
no way.
okay. It's all right. You still
All
got
right.
three more questions to go. You can do this. I believe in you, Sean.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
do this.
So number three, which of the following important documents was signed in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? So was it A, the Declaration of Independence, B, the Louisiana Purchase, or C, the Treaty of Versailles?
Okay, and repeat the question one more time because I'm gonna try really hard on this one.
All right, you got this. Which of the
Okay.
following important documents was signed in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? Was it A, the Declaration of Independence, B, the Louisiana Purchase, or C, the Treaty of Versailles?
I'll go with the Declaration
Yes,
of.
sir. It was A, the Declaration of Independence. You get a point. There you go.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, now you're starting to gain some momentum. All right, last
All
two
right.
questions. Number four. Which celebrity was the original team owner of the Philadelphia Hitmen? Was it A, Terrell Owens, B, Chris Paul, C, Jerome Bettis, or D, Kevin Hart?
Oh man. Oh, oh,
You got this. Think about it.
was it no, it couldn't have been him. Oh man, what name him again?
All right. So, and by the way, this was in 2013, the inaugural year of the Elias
2013.
Cup. Yes. So, was it A, Terrell Owens, B, Chris Paul, C, Jerome Bettis, or D, Kevin Hart?
Man, I think it was I don't know why. I think it was Kevin Hart.
It was Kevin Hart. That's
Okay.
correct. You get
Woo!
2 points. There you go. All right. Your final question. All right. You ready for the final question?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what you can do. All right.
You're the manager of Philadelphia.
No, no. In fact, I find this one to be the easiest question yet. I don't know if you'll feel the same. I hope so. But all right, number 5. What famous sandwich originated in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? Was it A, the club sandwich, B, the BLT, C, the cheesesteak sandwich, or D, the Reuben?
Cheesesteak sandwich.
Yes, sir. That's
Yeah.
3 points for Shawn Maldonado. See,
And I
I knew
did
you'd
better
know
than I thought. Okay, that was.
that. 3 out of 5 points for Shawn Maldonado. So
Has anybody gotten 5 out of 5?
they have, yes. Stuart Williams. Stu Williams got
That's
5 out of 5.
He knows all the useless
He
information.
called himself an English scholar.
Yeah, yeah, I believe it.
Yep, and the I believe that the only person to get 4 out of 5 was AJ Johnson in the first episode. So that puts you tied for third place with 3 points, sir.
Sweet,
So
sweet.
very, very good job on today's show. And is there anything else that you would like to tell the fans or shout out?
Man, just I appreciate you having me. I hope everybody stays safe out there until this whole thing is over, and I look forward to seeing everybody back on the lanes when all the tournaments start back up.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. And for everyone watching, I really hope that you stay safe as well. And be sure check out Hammer Bowling, part of Sean's, who's he signed with. Love that. That's a very nice shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you, I
You're very
appreciate it.
welcome. So,
Shout out to Yo for making this.
heck yeah, very nice shirt. And be sure to subscribe below, everyone. Comment with future questions that you have for pros that you would like me to ask them, and leave a like. And thank you so much to Shawn Maldonado for joining me, and I'm really looking forward to next week's episode. So check back next Thursday for those watching for next week's episode.